Hey guys, I'm Matt Joseph Diaz, working in conjunction with Ravishly.com, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about being uncomfortable. Now, October has been a very uncomfortable month for me. I tried really hard to turn October into a month where I really expanded my own work as a writer. I think we have this tendency, even when it comes to forms of expression, to get really comfortable in the things that we're doing, and as such, we stop trying to strive to be more. So for all of October, I wrote articles about really personal, impactful things that happened to me. A lot of these things were things I never really talked about publicly or shared. But because of this, the theme of this month seems to be being vulnerable and being uncomfortable. And it's a really strange emotional position to be in, but I think it's making me into a better person. I was talking to someone in my life about this recently, and they said that there's a really important difference between feeling uncomfortable and feeling unsafe. And seriously, the more I think about that, the truer it seems to become. I think feeling uncomfortable and feeling unsafe are two things we can get mixed up a lot, just because honestly, those emotional spectrums have a lot in common. Both of these things feel very conflicting internally. They feel a lot like being out of place in a certain situation. However, the difference is being uncomfortable is just kind of a byproduct of trying to grow as a person, while being unsafe is a real and present danger. And I think it's contributed a lot to my own personal growth in the past few weeks, looking at certain situations and thinking, do I feel unsafe or do I feel uncomfortable? Because a lot of the times being uncomfortable is just kind of a byproduct of growth as a person. And while the two can feel very similar, it's important to take a moment and look at the situation before you and determine which of the two it is so you can figure out what your priorities are. Because when you feel unsafe, your priority needs to be to get out of that situation. Because I believe to a certain extent we should always trust our instincts. And even if it turns out to not be a safe situation, the fact that you feel unsafe in this situation says more about it than anything else. However, if you realize the feeling you're having is just discomfort, there might be value in pushing forward into it because there's a chance it could help you grow as a person. New friendships, new relationships, new jobs, going into certain social situations that might be a little bit weird. I think that past a certain age, especially when you spend a lot of time concerned with your own mental health and safety, you can sort of ease into this groove of doing the same thing constantly because you know it's dependable. However, to an extent, I think there's a danger in not pushing yourself to continue to grow, because that's what we're here to do as people. It's okay to want to feel safe and want to feel comfortable, especially if you have a long history with anxiety in situations like this. However, we are meant to push forward. We are meant to keep going and keep growing, keep bettering ourselves constantly, and there has to be discomfort that comes with that. So when you're dealing with a difficult situation, look at it for a moment. Say to yourself, do I feel unsafe or do I feel uncomfortable? And if you feel unsafe, then try as best you can to remove yourself from that situation. But if you feel uncomfortable, look at what's unfolding before you. Think about the value that could possibly come from it and determine whether or not this is something that you need to push forward into just to kind of continue growing as a person. Coming from personal experience, I can tell you it's something that's a lot to handle mentally and emotionally and sometimes even physically, but there's a lot of value in it, and I feel like I've really gained a lot in this past month from really trying to push myself there. But that's all for now, guys. Check out Ravishly.com for a bunch of great articles, including stuff that I write. Check out my Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, all at Matt Joseph Diaz. You can find the links down there. And if you like the work I do here, feel free to check out mattjosephdiaz.com/donate. And I will see you guys soon. Have a good one.